link click actions. We are going to be running through what they are, how to set them up, 3 really easy ways to use them, which everyone can do. And then I'm going to give you 4 ninja uses for link click actions. And then I'm going to give you some top tips. The basic principle is we're sending out emails. Emails contain clicky things that people can click on. If they click on the link, we're going to get ActiveCampaign to do something. Let's go. Link click actions. Basically, what happens is when someone clicks a link in one of your emails that has been sent from our lovely friend ActiveCampaign, ActiveCampaign is watching to see, what did they do? And it's watching automatically using link click tracking. What that's doing is sending a little tracking code, which ActiveCampaign is keeping an eye on and watching to see what they did. So ActiveCampaign knows they've clicked the link. And what we can do with a link click action is go one step further and say, hey, ActiveCampaign, little buddy, if you see them click this link in this email, I want you to do this thing. And ActiveCampaign says, every time I catch someone clicking that link in this email, I'm going to do that thing for their contact. Let's go take a look at what we can actually do with this lovely trickery and how we set them up. It's like being a very benign sort of a spy. ActiveCampaign allows us to sort of keep an eye on what they're doing, and we can be a force for good using this superpower. Okay, do not use it for nefarious means. Here are the options that you will see when you go into that link click action settings area. You can add or remove tags. This is super useful. We love tags. Tags are like sticking a little label onto a contact. They're really easy to work with because you can see them. Automations, you can start or end an automation based on the link click. So ActiveCampaign's keeping an eye on them and says, hey, you've clicked that link in that email. I'm going to send you off to start this automation over here as well. And it does all that straight away. It's ever so quick, really responsive. And it can also end automations. I'm going to show you a really good use case for that one. The third offering is that you can add contact to lists or take them away from lists. So it's the subscribe or unsubscribe from lists using the link click action. I don't use that one. I am not a fan of having lots of lists in ActiveCampaign. It causes a lot of problems all over the place. Okay, so tags and automations is where most of the action is happening with link click actions. So recap, ActiveCampaign is watching what they do. They've got an email from you. It's got an inviting link of some sort. ActiveCampaign's watching. If they click the link, it's going to do what you tell it to do, which was add or remove tags or stop or start automations. And you can have multiple actions for any link to say, add this tag, take this one off, and start this automation and stop this other one. I advise keeping it simple to start off with. Let's look at some simple things that you can do with link clicks. One of them is what I think of as a click monitor. We're going to get ActiveCampaign to keep an eye on whether they've clicked a link. Now, if it's in just one email, that's easy because ActiveCampaign's keeping a note of that anyway. But let's say you offer the same link in a series of emails, like someone's signed up for a lead magnet and you've sent them a series of emails, all of which contain the link to go and download that lead magnet. And you'd quite like to know, did they at any point in that series of emails click the link to the lead magnet? That's a really good use case for having a tag that is applied. So in each of those emails, when the lead magnet download click is offered, you could add a link click action that adds a tag, and that tag would say something like clicked to lead magnet. And it would work in any of the emails. Another one that you can do that's really easy is, I think of it like a go button. You might use this for a sort of instant gratification where you offer someone something in an email and say, if you want this, click go. The button says go, takes them off to some link. It doesn't really matter where the link takes them. The action bit is the setting that says when they click that link, start this automation. So ActiveCampaign immediately sees they've clicked the link and it starts that automation for them right away. You can say stuff like, hey, would you like to see my live demonstration via emails of how link click actions work? And they can hit the button and get that into their inbox right away. Instant gratification. The converse of that is the stop button. These are incredibly useful for situations where you want someone to be able to say, stop, I am done with this. I don't want to hear from you, Kay, anymore about your link click actions. Thank you very much. If I had an automation where I was sending you 5 or 6 emails all about link click actions, you might want to stop me halfway through and say, actually, you know, I'm bored of this. So what you can do is Offer them something that is not the nuclear option of hitting the unsubscribe button. The unsubscribe button is often the only option people have to get you to get out of their inbox on this particular topic. So you can use instead what I think of as a stop button. It's a link click, goes to whatever page, and the action on it that you set is end this automation for this contact. So now they hit the button, the automation finishes, they don't get any more emails about link click actions. You could even add a tag as well that says they're not interested in link click actions. And then you've got information and you have given your contact power and agency to say, yes, I love you, but no, thank you to this particular topic. Now, I bet you're thinking, what can we do that's ninja with this, right? Ninja stuff comes onto things like doing more advanced segmentation. Segmentation is about knowing your contacts, know what they're into and conversely what they are not into, so that we send them the stuff they want to hear about from us. Nobody wants to be the bad guy in the inbox who's getting deleted or unsubscribed from. Now, there are two ways you can segment people using link click actions. One of them is what I think of overt segmentation. So that's where you're saying very openly, click here if you would like me to know that you are a floristry professional, and click here if you would like me to know that you are a floristry hobbyist. That would be an overt segmentation where you're saying, I want to know this, here's what you should tell me, and here's how you do it. Click this or click this. If you were doing that by stealth, however, you might do something like it's like laying a little baited trap for them. If you want to figure out whether someone is a professional versus a hobbyist, you could have a paragraph that talked all about how to price a seasonal hand-tied bouquet through the year so that you make money but don't lose customers. Now, a hobbyist florist is not going to click that link. If they click the link, probably they are a professional florist who is selling hand-tied bouquets throughout the seasons. Okay, so you see what we did there? We sort of backwards engineered it. Then, okay, I want to know if they are a pro or a hobbyist. So I'm going to lay a trap and put some bait in it that only the professional florists will take. And the hobbyists are highly unlikely to click this. So they've clicked the link and you either said it outright, which is overt, or you've been stealthy about it. Once they've clicked that link, you can do the two usual things. You can apply a tag, or you can start an automation. So for example, you could have an automation that fills out a custom field that says, yes, this one is a professional florist. Okay? So it's like you're taking a very educated guess. Stealth segmentation. It's a very powerful way of getting information out of your contacts without them really needing to do anything. Sneaky, I know. And the third ninja one that is polls, presenting a poll as 3 or 4 or 5, a button for each option in your email. And then you just use tags, depending on the button they clicked, and then count the tags up at the end. Really effective and really fast to implement. And it's quite easy on the contacts. They don't have to do a lot. And contacts like that, they don't have to work hard. And that makes everyone happy. Top tip, the biggest one is keep a record of when and where and why you used link click actions in your emails. This is really important for automated emails where an automation is going to be running and running and running in the future. If it's doing something like applying a tag and you haven't kept a note that lets you know that this tag is being applied to a link click action in this email, or this automation is being triggered when someone clicks this link in this email, it will bite you on the bum one day, basically. You'll come back to it and you'll be like, where's that tag coming from? What triggers this automation? And by that time, you will have long forgotten. They're really hard to find. I've had to do that and it's horrible. Please keep a record anytime you use a link click action in an email, especially if it is an automated email that's going to keep running. The next tip is landing pages. Whenever you have a link click action, it's got to have somewhere to go. They have to click to something. And ideally, that something that they click to should make sense for them in the context of that link click. So just to give you an example of this, when I use a stop button in my emails, I have a link that goes to a page that has /stop as the slug, and it has a little GIF of a Spice Girls song that says stop right now, thank you very much. And it means that I can reuse that page every time I want to use a stop button. Smart, right? You can just have some text that says, hey, thanks, I've put a stop on that for you. Or, yay, you're in, for the go button. If you think ahead, you can really save yourself a lot of work by having these generic URL pages on your website ready to go. Okay. Have a think about what you might do with one and then go play. Put a link click action on that adds a tag that says, I'm testing the link click action, and just watch them come in as people click on that link. Get a feel for it, have fun with it, and then you'll start to get more creative with what you can do with it. You'll start to figure out some use cases in your business, some stuff you need doing that you could get done using the link click. And then you can use that benign spying superpower as a force for good in your business. Happy days. Have fun with your link clicks. I'll see you next time.